Greetings, friends. Jason here for AxodysFC. It's a little gloomy here. It's about 4:30 in the afternoon, but between the rainy weather we've had today and daylight savings time going away, it's really dark. So I may have to start changing my recording practices. But anyway, big game today. Did not go the way we'd hoped. What a crazy big game today. So Chelsea came into Tottenham Hotspur Stadium and left 4-1 victors. But so much more to the game than that. Started well. Spurs got the opening goal at a 1-0 lead, um, and then it kind of fell apart at the 20-minute mark, I would say, when I think that was around the time that Destiny Udogie, who we were very happy to see returning to the starting lineup, um, came in with a pretty rash tackle, too aggressive. I mean, he got the ball first, but it was just, yeah, way too physical challenge, and uh, ended up being a yellow card for him. And then from that point on, it seemed like we lost our composure completely, and that really manifested itself through Christian Romero. And anyway, then he, started fouling, kind of like he's been known to in the past. And then ultimately that ended up, Chelsea had some good pressure in our box. He cleared it too aggressively and took out a guy in the process um, with a pretty, his follow through was just like right into the guy's leg. Totally warranted, right decision. He regressed to his old habits, and it cost us dearly. Compounded by, a little later in the half, Mickey Van de Ven pulling up with a hamstring issue. Looks like serious based on his pain reaction, and I'm sure we'll know more in a few days, but it's not looking good at all. And it really losing our two center backs. Yeah, super costly to everything we're trying to do defensively. Then, playing with 9 men and then going down to 8 after in the second half, Destiny picked up a second yellow. I mean, I will say the way we played till about the 70-minute mark. I mean, tons of resolve, good effort from everybody on the pitch. Our subs came in, gave excellent work, did good things. We had to take Madison off. He had a bit of a knock on his ankle, but it was purely, I think it was you only have limited substitution windows. We needed to, adjust at that point anyway. Postecoglou sounded like Madison should be, fine. It wasn't like he took him off for an injury. It was more just we needed to get another defensive player on. And, after already sacrificing Brennan Johnson, who looked good in his early, Sarr was awesome. Actually had a really good fantasy score. He's a card I own, so I'm always happy to see him do well. And he was giving a lot. He picked up that assist on the goal, and but he had to be subbed out early too because of how hard he had to work in the absence of everything else. And great effort from guys like Kulusevski, and then ultimately, overall great effort from all our players. Other than the guys that had, and Vicario, of course. Vicario was fantastic. Sure, he ultimately gave up 4 goals, but he was fantastic throughout. He had to play his most serious sweeper keeper role to date, and he was fantastic. It was only late when we were pushing with, down 2 men, and we did come close to scoring a few times. Eric Dyer came in and was actually about as good as you could hope for him to be. Had a chance to score. Bentancur came in, had a chance to score out of set piece. Porro was great at delivering those in Madison's absence. Yeah, I mean, no complaints about the way we competed. It will bode well for the future. Um, super, yeah, gutted for Mickey, and I think, and actually, yeah, it's going to hurt without Romero for 3 games unless they appeal it and it goes down to 1 or something. But yeah, very, very frustrating outcome in that regard, and just foolish. But yeah, overall, no complaints. I'm happy with the way we continue to play and push. I mean, fine margins. We were almost there with an equalizer when they went up to 2-1, and we'll learn from this. And I am, yeah, and actually, yeah, I think Hoybier was playing center back with Dyer, right? And I think, yeah, essentially we had Porro on the right and Emerson on the left, and yeah, crazy circumstance. Anyway, it's getting way too dark to record. Thanks for tuning in. As always, please like and subscribe if you enjoy these. And remember, to dare is to do.